What's up, guys? Louis Marco here again. So on this basically drama going on when it comes to my social media, both Facebook and YouTube obviously have been definitely targeted, and it confirms itself day by day. Just to keep you in the loop, right? Obviously, the video I made yesterday about being banned on Facebook and also YouTube demonetization is not suitable for advertisers. Now, actually, admittedly and also expectedly, they targeted the video what I made about Sweden, war against muscle and masculinity, which pretty much a guy on my social media who has been arrested by police on the street and forced to go ahead and do a test the same day, and also they went to his house to do search warrant and this and that, to his parents as well. So it was, you guys saw the video. So that one has been absolutely deemed triggering, so not suitable. The most extreme female bodybuilder, well, I don't know. It's just, a female posing on Instagram. And of course, again, expectedly, the Dunkirk movie, which probably started all this. Probably this movie started all this because I made several videos about it. So Dunkirk movie, some feminists say it is too manly, it is too white. So just me reporting about it, obviously it is too triggering. Hell, even Jason Genova just saying that he stopped following bodybuilding 20 years ago. Obviously, it's deemed not suitable. Now, first of all, what does this not suitable means is that probably you will see some ads every once in a while, but in practicality is like 5% of the usual, and again, it's not in every country, right? So for all intents and purposes, these videos are absolutely doomed, right? They'll go into a limbo states. You guys can also see that I did request a review, but then again, still waiting for it for more than 3 or 4 days now. And just so you know how many videos have been touched by this, it is 13 pages. 13 pages of videos. All videos I used to make, as you guys can see, killer tricep. They're not even there. They're just private. I don't even publish them anymore. And it goes on. So each time I wake up, by tomorrow it's gonna be like 25 pages of this. And do the math. I think there is like 25 or 30 videos by page, so you can do the math to see the extent of this demonetization of this channel. Again, just to remind you, I used to have, and I still have it, a channel called Ask Louis Marco, which I used to basically speak about these topics. And again, be my guest, be a judge, and tell me if it is deemed not as free speech. Just you reporting about Dunkirk being criticized for being too manly and too white. By the way, Dunkirk is a proper history fact, right? Just reporting about it, obviously it is too triggering. So that's that. Again, I truly thank you for your support. This morning I have been submerged by countless messages on my social media, also on my private email. Although that email, guys, it is specifically for training, so it is for my trainees. But then again, I thank you. You reached out to me from every part of the world, and I do greatly salute you for that. As for me, obviously this is a clear sign that this channel has been blacklisted. Will it be fixed? I don't think so, because I've been blacklisted back in the day, and the first step what they do is pretty much retrieve you from the recommended channels. You drop down, subscription drop down, every metric drops down in a major way, and it is a clear sign to shut up. And that's that. You guys be my guest. Some of you are saying, hey bro, maybe you have been singled out by some forum of these SJWs or slash feminists. They don't like you and they're targeting you, or some people are working at these companies doing their this job to you, whatever. But all and for all, back in the day, I used to have an option where I can chat with people at YouTube because I'm a partner, and I have a lot of a lot of views, millions and millions, and actually hundreds of millions of views. So all that access or that privilege, I don't have it anymore. As a matter of fact, even send an email, there's no reply for all intents and purposes. Anyway, so will this channel be closed? Quite frankly, I don't think so. I'll still address whatever deemed to be fitness related as I used to do, and apparently and obviously for apparent reasons I'll have to refrain from saying triggering things, although the triggering things are getting broader pretty much by the day. So what is okay right now in 2017 uh, probably most likely will be deemed triggering next year 2018 and so on and so forth. As I mentioned to you before, we're boxed in and the limits are getting tighter for whatever we can say. And you guys know me, I'm a guy that does not even curse, right? I don't even curse, right? And obviously that's what has dinged the harsh winds as far as I know. They say their language is too crude, right? Uh, but so for me, probably, it's just a sign that this social media venture is coming to an end to a lot of people, not only me, because by this measure and at this pace, with all these signs, as I mentioned to you, it will definitely be tighter. The rules will be tighter, and they try to restrict pretty much um, freedom of speech, and they think they're doing a justice in a sense. This crusade against us, because they think, I don't know. You tell me. They think I'm too sexist. Some people think that I'm a white supremacist for that matter. I'm not even white, right? I'm a Berber from North Africa. I have some white blood, but I'm not full-fledged white for all intents and purposes, right? Freaking, I'm a Muslim. Some say I'm Arab. I have Arabic blood. I have Spanish blood. So I'm a mix. So listen, but then again, yeah, for them probably I'm just a white cisgender male representing toxic masculinity and patriarchy. And if you think you are safe, be my guest and sit back and watch, because whatever you are, as far as I see it in the future, even fitness or men displaying their masculinity, being too muscular and proud of it, it will be too triggering, and it will be just a sign of toxic masculinity, and it will be repressed, just like it is happening right here in Sweden. They arrest you on the street. You're just too big, you're too small, your gains are too loyal. They force you to go do a test, and they give you no reason. The last dude I spoke with, he said supposedly the cops told him they have tips. That's it, just suspicion, and they flag you. Of course, you would have a police record for life, even though he was cleared and the test was not positive. But that's that. I mean, imagine just the oppression and the stress these guys go through. It can affect their job, their family, right? I mean, if you have a criminal freaking record, how would you get a job, right? A lot of people are fleeing to whatever, to Iceland, to Denmark, but then what? It will reach that space. It will reach Spain. It will reach UK, Canada. I think Canada will be the second after Sweden in a sense. We are a very, very liberal, especially the Eastern Canada, very liberal, very SJW oriented country, right? Australia is not far back, New Zealand, whole Europe, you name it, Europe, except the last pocket of resistance, as far as I see it, is Eastern Europe. Like Poland, probably Estonia, Serbia, those kind of places. Old Slavic nations are still somehow resisting this craziness of social justice warriors coming from the West, but till when, right? That's that. I would not want to live in a society when they would arrest me on the street, force me to take drug tests on suspicion of taking juice. And you know me, I'm like freaking the most natural ever, right? But these guys send me that picture. With all due respect, they're not that big. They're natty. You look at them, bro, you're natty at best. You just look, like a muscular, fit dude. But that's that. Again, I'm still in my deep reflection about all this. I rather concentrate on having a proper contact with you guys, my trainees. I train a lot of you. I received a lot of requests. Thank you for that. I do my job. This is like something concrete and something tangible, right? Something I work with you. It's live. There's no uncertainty like there was with this YouTube. Obviously, when you bank on YouTube, it's not good, right? Thank God I did not bank on it. It was my secondary income lately, and for all intents and purposes, quite frankly, I just do not care. And if you are monitoring this with your algorithm, I just don't care, right? I'll keep posting whatever I say, and of course, I'm expecting it to be triggering in the long run. Videos are being tagged that are uploaded in 2013, so they were okay back then for the longest time, and 4 years later, now that I'm sorry, the content that you uploaded back then is now triggering. Making a video about freaking triceps training in the basement, it is triggering. So that's that. Most of you are aware. The huge majority of you guys are supportive. You know what's up. You know what's going on in the world. This craziness is getting out of control. They opened a Pandora box, and those liberals, unfortunately, obviously, even liberals can be somehow extremist, and this is Exhibit A of that. It is sad, but it is the true world actually we are living in. You have to face it. I'm not even making this up, right? Some people say, hey, I mean, why didn't they block your movie Dunkirk since it was the one supposed as trigger this? Well, guess what? They just did it, and it goes on, right? I mean, no reason, huh? I mean, Jason Genova said, I stopped following bodybuilding 20 years ago when Dorian Yates quit. That's it. It's a 30-second clip. Hell, you know what? Let's try to play it.
Let's talk about actually, do you still follow professional bodybuilding or not even?
I really stopped following professional bodybuilding when Dorian Yates stopped competing.
Oh, so it goes back to 1997, man.
Yeah.
That was like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You were born in which year?
85. So I stopped watching bodybuilding when I was 12.
Exactly. You were a kid. That's amazing, man. I would.
That's it. So Jason started following bodybuilding 20 years ago when he was 12, and it's just not suitable according to them. It is somehow triggering. I noticed this a long time ago. You put the name Boston Lloyd, Rich Piana, you're basically doomed right away by default. Right now, obviously, even Jason, Louis Marco too. I advise you to not mess with me because I had videos when I named them Louis Marco posing or Louis Marco doing skull crushers, and by default, dang, 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 ding, ding, ding. So obviously, my name is not that saluted. You can clearly see the tags. They're not triggering. So gym, fitness, bodybuilding, workout, supplement, fat loss, weight loss. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing insulting, nothing special, so to speak. That's it, boys. I do salute you. Thank you again for the support, and as usual, I'll be expecting your comments. They're reconforting for me, and they're really supportive. So please do submerge me. And again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for your support.